Good evening, everyone. Looks like I am the only one from the committee that's here, which is fine, because all we have are presentations. Hopefully we can be in and out. Attorney Fiola Guerrero, how you doing? Chief Barco, good to see you. Captain Coates, good to see you as well. It's been a while.
Good
Um,
evening.
all right. Looks like we're going to be able to get started. Sergeant Mastrione, good to see you as well. All right. Um, Good evening, everyone. I would like to call this Quality Life and Public Safety Virtual Committee meeting to order for today, Thursday, September 11th, 2025. My name is Councilman TJ Clark. I serve as the chair for the Quality Life and Public Safety Committee and the Assistant Majority Leader for the Quality Life and Public Safety Committee. We are broadcasting live on HPA-TV.org, Channel 96 on Comcast 6032 on Frontier and all other social media platforms that HPA-TV associates itself with. We have just three items on our agenda, which are all presentations by our public safety department officials. So first, we'll call item 2.1 presentation by Chief Barco of the Hartford Fire Department.
Thank you, Councilman Clark. Good evening to everyone joining. Thank you for having me. Yes, it's been a while, but it's good to see everyone. I'll share my screen. Hopefully I'll get the right one. Yeah, this one. Can you all see that?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So this is our presentation from the Hartford Fire Department, our general updates. We just had a graduation and promotional ceremony last Friday. We had 10 promotees. Two of those promotees were captains, three lieutenants, and five drivers. We just completed our recruit academy class. We had 24 probationary firefighters graduate, and we had one individual in our class that graduated for East Hartford. Seven African American males, one African American female, seven Caucasian males, and nine Hispanic males graduated in this recruit class 30. We just took possession 2 weeks ago of two new pre-built apparatuses, so we didn't have to wait for the build. Those are from a company called Bulldog. They were already pre-built. They're down at our equipment maintenance division, getting some modifications done to them, and they should be on the road within another week or two. We did go to Denver early August, sat in front of the Commissioner of Public Safety Excellence, and we were accredited again for another 5 years. So we were approved, and again, we're one of few departments in New England who is Class 1 and accredited. Some of our long-term goals are succession planning, our firehouse renovations, which we've started, and hopefully we can continue with the city. We're looking to get uh, at least two more firehouses replaced, built from scratch, brand new, because the renovations are increasingly going up in cost. So hopefully the city will continue to fund that endeavor. And then our apparatus replacement plan, which we've been in discussion, which should reach up to, I think, $11 million in 7 years. So hopefully everything goes well, the city will still honor those commitments. We're looking forward to that. As for some updates, fire safety education and community engagement, some significant fires that we had for the month of August was 78 Sterling Street. It was a 6-unit apartment, and I believe we had 6 people displaced. FMO reported the fire was on the 3rd floor and the cause was undetermined. And I know you've all aware of 15 Schultes Place, which was a single family dwelling. We had 4 deaths and 5 injuries. That one is still under investigation. And then we had 71 South Whitney Street, which was a 6-unit apartment with 13 people displaced, and the cause was undetermined for that one as well. So a summary of some of our fire safety prevention initiatives. We provided information to 832 adults and 823 children, a total of 1,655 people. We installed 24 smoke alarms, installed 7 carbon monoxide detectors, 4 car seats, relocated 9 family, that's 36 people, 25 adults and 11 children. And then we continue to go to the NRZ community engagement meetings throughout the month. Also, today we participated in the Sound the Alarm. It's an annual event held by the Red Cross where we get volunteers from like Trinity Health, the fire department, CERT, and some other of our community partners, and we go out and install smoke detectors in people's homes in Hartford. So that kicked off today with a short moment of silence for the tragedy that happened of 9/11. Uh, Overview for our Explorer program. We have currently 21 explorers, 14 males and 17 females. They're still continuing to do their training. They're going to be participating in the upcoming events for like a Boy Scout competition on 9/20 and the Puerto Rican Day Parade on 9/21. Again, they're going to be, they participated as well in this 9/11 sounding alarm that we did today, and they're going to be helping out CERT with other events that come for the remainder of the summer. We currently have 4 fire cadets completed some fire essential skills that they need to become firefighters, some incident command training. They actually continue learning donning and doffing the SCBA, which is the breathing apparatus that we use, and how to stretch a line, connect to a hydrant, some firefighter safety and survival skills. And we currently have 41 officers that's currently on the line assisting with the cadet ride time program, and that is on the weekends. Our cadets go to the firehouse with their gear and they get to ride with on the fire apparatus to calls for service. They don't actually participate in the particular call, but they serve in observatory role uh, to get them acclimated to what firefighting life would be like once they come on to the job. Mhm. Fire response data for the month of August, as you can see, last year we had a 100% response rate. Uh, in July, and in August we went down to about 77%. So we're still continuing to reiterate the importance of response time compliance, and we always strive to get 100%. But since we use closest units, sometimes those units that respond to calls for service are out of district. For our EMS response, again, uh, some of those things happen where they're responding to an EMS call out of district. As you know, most of our calls for service during the year, when we look at total calls for service, are mostly EMS calls, so about 28,000 calls a year. So a lot of those calls for service will be out of district because other companies are currently at an EMS call for service. So this is our incident response, and these are the incidents by neighborhood for 2025. And you can see Asylum Hill, downtown, Clay Arsenal, Northeast had the most calls for service for the month of August. These are EMS calls for service by neighborhood NRZs. Uh, Asylum Hill, downtown, Frog Hollow, uh, and then Berry Square had the most calls for service with medical assistant EMS assisting the EMS crews, 9/11 being the most calls for service, followed by a regular EMS call excluding motor vehicle accident. So this 9/11 one is usually when we're assisting AMR or Aetna. The 321 is when we're doing the EMS service ourselves and waiting for AMR and Aetna to arrive and transport. These are our rescue calls for the month of August. Asylum Hill, South Green, downtown Clay Arsenal had the most calls for service. And again, you can see removal of victims from stalled elevators were 21 in the month of August, and then lockouts and lock-ins were the big numbers for calls for service. These are our calls for the week by hour and by weekday, and this is on our dashboard online. Anyone can go on and look at those calls as well. Again, this is our dashboard that's online for public review. You can see that this is our structure fire response, and our performance gauge is around 75%. Our demographics it's slightly changed with the graduation of the recruit class. So these numbers will be slightly higher in terms of demographics, but we'll get that updated within a week since they just graduated Friday. And that is it for the presentation. Any questions?
Thank you, Chief, for your presentation. Thorough as always. Congrats again to all those that were promoted. I'm sorry that I was not there. In actuality, I actually forgot. So um,
There'll be more, sir. I'm sure you're going to be here for a
I
while. So we'll
I
have
had
more.
yes, yeah, no, I do intend to come to another one, and I had every intention on coming, but congrats to those that to yourself and to those that were promoted. Um, Regarding those that have been displaced from fires, the fires that have taken place around the city, do you know if most of them are still at the motels, or have they been relocated to more temporary housing?
So typically what happens is when they get displaced, we connect with Red Cross and we get them 24/72, but sometimes the tenant or the owner will take responsibility in housing them. So I would have to check with my special services division to see if they're in a more temporary housing situation, but I'll follow up with you via email.
Okay, that would be great because sometimes we just have some concerns that individuals are still kept in the motel, and we want to be as helpful as possible in trying to get them to a more suitable housing. Um, during I'm not sure if you had mentioned this, but do you know if you all had to administer Narcan to anybody for calls for service?
So yes, we do. I do have those numbers. Wasn't on the slide, but I can get those numbers to you as
Okay,
well for the month of August.
that'll be great. That'll be great. Um, And I've always wanted to do this. I don't think I think I talked to Chief Freeman about this, but not you. I would like to do a ride along. It's a shame that I haven't done one yet, but I definitely want to do a ride along with one of the ladder companies. So,
Definitely,
okay,
we
so
can
we can.
arrange that.
Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay,
You're welcome to stay on if you want to. I know you're a busy guy, so thank you again for your presentation, and thank you for all that you do for the residents in the city of Hartford.
thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have a presentation by Hartford Police Department, and Captain Coates is going to be doing the presentation.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
All right, we're going to start with our CompStat numbers once we get it up here. All right. As you can see, there's a lot of green. That's a great sign for us. That's our favorite color. I'll go with the year-to-date numbers compared to 2024. Every crime type is down with the exception of shooting victims. We've only had one additional shooting victim compared to last year. But if you can see the 2023 number, we're down 24% compared to 2023. So aggravated assault others, we're down 9% compared to last year. Aggravated assault with a firearm, we're down almost 30%. Sexual assault, down 21%. Robbery, other than a firearm, we're down 16%. Robbery with a firearm, down 21%. Auto thefts, which have been a thorn in our side, we had them at a great year. Again, we're down 31% and 38% compared to 2023. So we've definitely trended downward over the past couple of years. Burglaries down 24%, and larcenies, which have previously driven our numbers higher, we're down 25% again. So that's a good sign. Murder victims, we have 7 year to date. That's down 46% compared to 13 in 2024. And if you look at the 2023 number, at this time in 2023, we had 29 homicides. So that's a 76% reduction over 2 years. And like I said, with the shooting victims, we're only up 2%. We're at 50 for the year compared to 49 last year. Next slide. Like I discussed, homicides was 7 for the year, non-fatal shootings 51. As you can see, homicides and shootings by months, they tick up throughout the warmer months. April starting to trend downward in August. Hopefully we can continue that into the colder months. They'll continue to trend downward. Incident circumstances, personal disputes are still the leading cause of known reasons for these shootings to occur. That's at 26.7% of our homicides and shootings were over personal disputes. Homicide and shooting locations were consistent year over year. We have a concentration in Clay Arsenal, Upper Albany, up in the north end, down south, generally Frog Hollow, over to Parkville. So that's been consistent year over year. Next slide, please. Total firearm seizures for the year, we're at 206 for the year. We're going to probably come out around 300, which has been right around our average over the past several years. More seizures in April and May and through the winter. Or through the summer, they tend to go down in the winter, less people out. Firearm types, overwhelmingly, it's 82, almost 83% of all the firearms we seize are handguns. Next slide. Stolen vehicles, we've recovered a total of 114 year to date to go along with 108 arrests. The number that still drives it, the age of arrestees, if you look in the lower right, an overwhelming amount of arrested parties are minors 17 and under. They are driving our stolen vehicle numbers, minors in the city. Vast majority that are recovered in Hartford are also stolen in Hartford. As you can see, 85 in Hartford compared to the next closest town, 10 were recovered in Manchester. So vast majority of the stolen cars are being recovered right here in the city compared to the surrounding towns. Acuras are still our number one stolen vehicle for recovered vehicles and stolen, followed by Hyundai, Nissan, and then in Kias. So. Next slide. So some stats, our Capital City Command Center, right year to date, 7,262 requests for service have already been completed. This includes everything from homicides investigations to stolen vehicles, larcenies. They do it all up there. They do a fantastic job, and they're very busy. Vice and narcotics, you can see the photo there. That's just some of the seizures they've gotten. They've served over 70 search and seizure warrants, made 241 arrests, seized 40 kilograms of cocaine, 64 guns, and over $1.2 million year to date. They're having a phenomenal year yet again. Next slide. This is our new website, our new recruiting website, joinhpdct.com. It's phenomenal. We got some social media wizards over in our recruiting. Anybody that logs in can get a real deep dive and behind the scenes look at everything our department has to offer. It also walks potential applicants through the entire process, everything they need to know about the application process and what we do here at HPD. So if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. It's they're doing a phenomenal job. So HPD or joinhpdct.com. And that is it for our presentation. Any questions?
Thank you for your presentation. Do you have a class right now that's going on?
We do. We have a class in the academy. They just started, and we also plan on putting another class in within the next month or so. So we'll have two classes running.
How many
concurrently.
currently are in the present class?
I want to say 11. Uh, Chris, do you know by hand, Mastriani, how many we have in there right now?
It's around 11, 12, 13 in that area.
Yeah, it's right around 10, 11 right now.
Okay. And this upcoming class, how many are you looking to have for the
It's
class?
going to be a little lower. It's going to be less than 10. Yeah.
Okay.
But we also have several lateral transfers that are coming from other departments back to us. Some of them were previous HPD officers. They're coming back, but we also have a lot of new laterals that want to transfer into the city, which is phenomenal news for us.
Now with the laterals, and that is great news that they want to come back. How long is their process, especially if they are already police officers? Do
If
they?
they're already sworn, it's very abbreviated, just a few weeks, and then they're out on FTO and they're out on the road within a month or two.
Okay. Okay.
Because they're already sworn police officers, they just have to get up to date on our policies, our procedures.
Got you. Um, with all this stuff that's been going on, we see regarding ICE, has there been any notifications that has come to the department regarding request for HPD to collaborate with ICE?
No,
Okay. Have you heard as to where they have been in the city, if they have been at all?
I have not, no.
Okay.
They
Okay.
do not, they do not let us know, or they
Okay.
certainly don't let, yeah. So I do not know what they've been working on.
Okay. And I see Councilwoman Rosado has joined us, who is a member, and I'll yield my time to her for any questions that she may have.
I have no questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you for the presentation.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Captain. So is there anything that we can do for you?
No, I think actually just 127 Martin just went to your committee, I believe,
Yes.
for our new substation. If any of you ever want to go up there and take a walkthrough, I'd be more than happy to meet you up there and we can talk about some stuff if you have any questions. So please feel free. I'll
That'll
gladly
be,
take you up there.
I'll take you up on that. Yep, we're going to, because we noticed the agenda earlier, we're going to get to that for next month. Do you know if
Perfect.
is there any time sensitivity for that?
There isn't, it's already built out. They're just waiting on us. The space, we're just waiting on the final approval from city council. And then we just have some technology upgrades to do and then it'd be ready to go.
Is that the Sheldon Oak Central
Correct,
Community?
Shelton Oak Central, the
Oh,
old
okay.
Johnson Stewart
Yeah. Okay.
Community
Oh,
Center.
great. Okay,
Mhm.
so you're right there. All right, cool. You're right there in the back of my church. All right,
Yep,
perfect.
right at Martin and Judson.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Captain. Thank you, Sergeant, as well, for your presentation. Any other questions for the PD? None. All right. And we're moving on to emergency services and technology. Miss Washington, good evening. I think this is the first time that we are being introduced to you. Can you just state for the record who you are? We can't hear you. Nope.
How about now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, difficulties. I'm Shantae Washington. I'm the Q&A coordinator for ES&T. I'm sitting in for Jeff Cavello tonight. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes, we are.
Okay, perfect. Gonna start with our staffing update. It's for our public safety communications supervisors and management. Right now, we have 8 authorized supervisors. We recently promoted one of our certified training officers, Teresa Palega. She is an 8+ year employee here. She's one of our lead CTOs, and she is such an asset to our training program. We have promoted her to supervisor, which is well deserved. We also hired Charlene Anderson. She's an 18+ year veteran dispatcher from Plainfield, and she has joined us recently within the last few weeks, and she's started her training. As far as deputy director, the interviews are completed, and I guess the selection process is ongoing. For the dispatchers and call takers, right now we have authorized 45. There are 20 fully trained dispatchers. There are 4 call takers, and we have 7 that are currently in training, as well as 2 per diem employees. We still have 14 vacancies. We expect to start a training class. We have the target date of October 6th. Also, we recently had 2 resignations from 2 ETDs, as well as one retirement. We were trying to keep her, but there were some pension conflicts with her resigning for her position and coming to HMEA, so she decided to go elsewhere. So far with morale, no major issues. We've had 1 citizen complaint that is currently under investigation, 0 pending discipline complaints against staff, and 0 grievances from staff. So morale is pretty good. We are going to host some trainings coming up. We have the Denise Amber Lee Foundation. We're doing a training class for that, January 15th. We also are hosting a homicide class. It's the Caller the Killer. We're going to be hosting that right here at our EOC. That's going to be for November 12th and November 13th. And let me just say, it's an awesome class. I had the opportunity to attend last year, and it brought in a lot of people from all over Connecticut, a lot of law enforcement. We had some attorneys attend the class. It was very informative. I would suggest, I have sent a few evites to our friends over there at PD. It's a quite interesting class, and we are continuing to try to hold some of these classes. One, it's good networking, gets people more information about our center and what we're doing as far as training and education, which is always a plus. For the next slide, in regards to our technology update, we have a CAD to CAD interoperability with AMR is still underway. We're trying to modernize communications. AMR is assisting the city with the hub, no cost to the city. Aetna leadership has committed to follow in the future. Also, our radio infrastructure project remains on schedule with authorized budget. Anticipated cutover October 18th. Our staff right now are actually, as we speak, being trained on this radio program. These are our EMS response times that are closely monitored by my director and Chief Barco. We are within the parameters of where we should be with both Aetna and AMR. Also, we've been trying to do a lot more community engagement. We did participate at the Hartford, the National Night Out. We had some of our employees at the north spot, also at the south location. We were there for that. We're also going to be participating in the career fair, and we are trying to get some things together to maybe do something even with the Puerto Rican Day Parade as well, but we are working on it. We'll see what happens. These are our CAD total incidents. Our numbers for 2003, 2004, 2005. As you see, it's somewhat similar, but we definitely do take in a lot of calls. It's the same. This is the CAD law enforcement incident totals from year to year. I think we're kind of scaling kind of even. There were some increases in some months, like, well, that was from last year, but for this year, it's kind of always a little bit higher in the summertime anyhow. CAD's fire suppression incident totals. These are for 23, 24, 25. So you can see the scale on that. Also, our fire medical incident totals. Forgive me if I'm going too fast and you slow it up, just let me know. It's the same for EMS, gives you the last 3 years. Totals by agencies, you can see where EMS, of course, law is usually where we have our higher numbers at, but that's pretty standard. These are some of our calls for our HEART team. We work closely with HEART team and CRT with services and Wheeler Clinic as well, and they've been a great help to kind of cut back some of those quality of life calls that may be better suited for them to handle as opposed to sending police out. It's usually it's resources that we find that people are in need of as opposed to just police assistance. This is our call volume, 23 to 25. wouldn't worry too much about this. August number is not completely accurate. There's some kind of glitch in the system, but we are working on that. So just the month of August is not true to this document, but we are working on it. These are total 911 calls, 23, 25. As I said, August is a little off, but that's because of glitch, and we'll be updating that shortly. Administrative calls are listed as well. Overall, we get a lot of calls in ES&T, whether they're emergent or non-emergent. A lot of people in the city need resources and services, and we're definitely here to provide that for them.
Thank you very much, Ms. Washington, for your presentation. I don't have any questions at this time. I'm not sure if Councilwoman Rosado has any questions. Okay, I don't think she does.
I do, I'm sorry, I'm
Oh,
having
okay.
problems. No, I have no questions. Thank you for your presentation, and it's nice to put the face with the name.
Same here.
So thank you for all that you do in ES&T department as well. And please give our regards to Director Cavello as well for his great work and the rest of the team. Since we have no other business to discuss for this Quality of Life and Public Safety Committee meeting, this meeting is now adjourned. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Bye.